Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 12th, 2025 full moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you are interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, you're crowned with the Queen of Fire. You are fire sign energy, so that is spectacular. Let me make sure. Okay, that's in the right spot. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. The Six of Pentacles, angels and spirit guides. The Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. Oh, I like this for you. The 10 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Seven of Wands. Interesting. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. You see that? Okay, let me move things up again. Just want to make sure that if you can read them on your screen, that they're visible. There we go. The Two of Wands, the Tower, angels and spirit guides, and the Two of Pentacles. Oh, okay. This is an intense moon. I know when people see the Tower, they get all spooked. It's like, oh no, this is terrible. It's not terrible. It's actually a really good reading. It is intense. Now, terrible and intense are not the same things. You know, some things that are absolutely wonderful can also be really intense. So just being aware of that during this time is going to be super important. Now, this full moon is in Leo, all right? And it brings with it this intensity of emotion. And as the intensity of emotion comes, we're going to feel the highs and the lows, right? So it makes perfect sense that the Three of Swords comes up, that the Nine of Pentacles comes up, that the 10 of Pentacles comes up, and that we're learning how to balance it all. And we're also illuminating everything that has been lowering our energy vibration, the way that we have been through Tower times. I mean, if you're on this earth for even 5-year-olds have been through Tower times. Now, their Tower times might be being told, no, you can't have ice cream, stuff like that. But it's an intensity of motion that comes forward. So just being aware of this is super beneficial for ourselves. So here, if you are alive, you have been through Tower times, and just that acknowledgement. So we're crowned with the Queen of Fire. This represents us. This represents the full moon in Leo. And then it is also Aries energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are the 3 fire signs in the zodiac. The Queen of Fire is intensity. It is looking at your magic. It is seeing your power. It is seeing your ferocity. It is also saying, what brings that spark into my life? What brings the joy into my life? What illuminates the darkness? And as we're looking at that, we're also nurturing that flame. We're nurturing that flame, and it is radiating out like the full moon radiates out the light, the reflection of the sun, right? And it brings forward the power that is us. It brings forward this deeper understanding, the sense of I can see the shadows. I can see, so much more clearly than I could before. And it brings us to this place of finding balance. The Six of of Pentacles is my minor arcana justice card, balance card, balancing the scales. And as we balance things, as we see what is out of balance, what is in harmony, what is out of harmony with ourselves, we look at the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is very important. It is saying to us, hey, listen, you have a lot of work to do ahead of you, right? And you've done a lot of work in the past. But right now, enjoy your victories. Celebrate yourself. And this is going to be a time where we need to celebrate ourselves, where we need to let our heart, radiate forward in joy of what we have achieved. Even if we're thinking, oh my gosh, this is so small. No, it's bigger than you think. The Three of Swords is acknowledging the pains that we have been through. The heartbreaks, the pains, the disappointments, the three major ones. And it can even be during this moon as we have the intensity of the heart move us forward, where we're like, wow, that was a bigger deal than I thought it was, when we're looking at things or we're talking about things or something comes up during this time, and it will be just organically, naturally, that it will come up. And we're like, wow, that was a bigger deal than I thought it was in the time. Or, I was telling myself, oh, just get over it. But it really did have an intense impact on my heart. And it brings us then to the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a generational blessing. Prosperity, success, and bounty. So what we're going to see during this time is us being blessed, is that we're looking at things and this is also a breaking of a generational curse. So when we look at a generational curse, what is a generational curse? Well, this is how our parents, our guardians, the people around us were raised. They gave us that trauma, and now we move forward with that trauma still a part of us. And here it is looking at ourselves, and instead of defining ourselves as the trauma of our families or as the trauma of, our existence, we are starting to say, look at the strength of me. Look at the power of me. Look how either I am completely breaking that generational trauma, okay? And look at how I'm also embodying all the greatest things of people who loved me, people who nourished me. If you don't have that energy in your life, it's like, how am I able to move forward in love and nourishment to this world when, that wasn't shown to me? And I now know how important it is. So the Ten of Pentacles is wealth. It's what you value as much as money, but it's really the sense of looking at an orchard. And instead of saying, oh my gosh, I see the back-breaking work, it's like, wow, look how wealthy I am. All the apples that are so sweet and so juicy and so wonderful get to be put into my basket. And then it moves us to the King of Cups. The King of Cups is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If you're born on the cusp with Scorpio, if you have water sign energy in your chart, that comes through very powerfully during this time. The King of Cups says, I lead by example. I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to, talk sweet words to you. I am here to move forward in example of how love grows, how passion drives. And that leads us to the Seven of Fire, where we're like, I'm done with the fighting. I'm done with the endless chaos. People want to fight, let them fight. I will hold on to the values that are intrinsically, sacredly important to me. But I open up the doors. And now I see that the landscape has changed, right? The Tower has come. Things have changed. It has been like period, end stop. And now I look at my world, and it is about rebuilding. The Tower will never be the same, and that is okay. But it is about building my world in love and in peace, in harmony and in joy. And it's also about everything that we have learned through our Tower times. And with the Two of Pentacles, it's finding our balance. The repeat of the number 2 is our creativity. It is our harmony. It is our balance of self coming forward. And it says here, don't take on too much. You will be inclined to. Why? Because you're the queen, right? You have this queen energy to you. I can do everything. The queen, I want to say the queen bee, but it's like, I don't know exactly what this is, like a moth fire queen, which is really cool. But there's a real sense of like, I got this. I can do it. I can do it. And you're coming out of a Tower time. So your nervous system, your body is already shot. Like, you've already been through a lot. And so calming yourself, calming your vagus nerve, humming is going to be really important. Letting yourself embrace peace and calm. If you can, going to an acupuncturist, going to a chiropractor to get your body into alignment is very, very important. But sitting in meditation, you don't have to do anything really fancy. You could do acupressure points on yourself and, look at videos here on YouTube. But putting things into balance, putting yourself into balance and not taking on too much is sacredly important during this moon, because the fire wants to keep going, right? It wants to gobble up everything and keep burning and keep growing. But here, it's like, let me calm things. Let me have the torch illuminate slowly what I need to see. And it empowers me as I move forward. And it brings us then to our spirit message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh. And that is the blackbird. The magic and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. You're seeing so much of yourself, Sagittarius, that you're like, I didn't know this about me, or, oh, wow, I didn't think this could be. And it is glorious and it is joyous. So let's see what our chakra energy has to say. Angels and spirit guides. This is our inner child, the heart chakra. Connecting with our inner child during this moon of love, this moon of aligning with our fullest potential and authenticity, is calling to us to say, when were you as a child told to sit down and be quiet? Because we all were told to sit down and be quiet at one point or another in our lives. When were we made to feel like we were less than, like we didn't matter? Was it our words? Was it our love? Was our love ever rejected by a parent, by a guardian, by whomever in our lives? What did we go through in childhood that put up the wounds that we feel today? And that we keep on, seeking out our trauma mates, people who feel like home because they perpetuate pain that we have been through. Because the pain, for some reason or another, it tends to rise to the top until we say to it, enough, you don't get to rule. You don't get to be here. And it will play out. It will play out in work. It will play out, at home. It will play out with partners. It will play out. And when we start to see it, it's when we start to break it, when we start to shatter the illusion of it all. And it moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And this is the Prince of Pentacles. Be mindful of lies around money. Okay, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Lies around money. Lies also around a way of obtaining power or what they value as much as money. It's like, no, I want this, and I will manipulate the situation through words, through words more than actions, in order to get what I want. But the words would perpetuate actions. Let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly. I love it. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. You know what I love in this moon is that the Aquarius energy keeps on coming up. And Aquarius energy, when paired with Leo, okay, is Leo's sister sign. So Aquarius energy can bring out the best, and that's what it's doing during this moon. So the full moon in Aquarius comes up, and that is quite powerful. And it has in multiple readings, the full moon, the new moon, and I just realized, it just hit me. It's like, oh, this is a sacred pairing during this moon. And so that is brilliant. We have resilience. We are resilient. We have been tried, like the universe, entities around us have tried to beat us down. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Tower. It's true. It's real. It happened. And here we are resilient. Now we are discernment. Now we have to be discerning in our energy, okay? In the energy we let into our lives, in the way that we're building ourselves forward, we're becoming very aware of what lowers our energy vibration and denies ourselves. And then it is to creation. It is us moving forward towards creating the most beautiful, balanced sense of being and soul. Your commitment is being tested. It is. How committed are you to what you truly love, to yourself, to your inner child, to you having a beautiful life? Balance the spiritual and the practical. It's coming into harmony. Why? Because you're Temperance. Sagittarius, you're represented by Temperance in the major arcana. It's all about the balance. And that's a lifelong mission for a Sagittarius. You'll go one extreme or another, right? You'll be way in the world, and then you'll be way into the esoteric. And here, now it's saying, find the balance, find the harmony. Surrender to the divine. Know that there is a bigger force moving you forward. However you name it, however you see it, however it embraces your life. And then show the world the real you. Do not be afraid to be truly who you are, as long as you come from a place of love and compassion, as long as you come from a place of joy and connection. Open up that door. It moves us then to your subconscious spirit message. Oh, I love the bluebird. And it says here, the time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. It is time to embrace you. Our subconscious chakra message is communication, the throat chakra, also activated through humming. So vagus nerve, throat chakra, thyroid, all activated through humming. Subconsciously, Sagittarius, you're picking up on a lot more than just what people bring forward. So you can meet a person that is polished and great and everybody loves them and they're like, oh my gosh, you have to meet this person. And you'll be like, no, phony, fake, don't like it. So here, just trust that gut instinct. And you can meet somebody who people are like, odd. And you're like, no, authentic. So here, just knowing that about yourself is going to be really important, but also knowing that you're taking in a lot of information and you're on information overload is going to be important as well. So kind of stepping back and saying, okay, I don't need all of this, right? I don't need to be buried by the emotions in the room. I need to move forward, content and, discerning in my emotions and in myself. And then, slowly let the doors open or let yourself just feel the outside energy instead of being flooded by it, which takes practice and time. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of during this time. And it's the Princess of Cups. Now, this is an energy kind of like somebody having a temper tantrum, but it's just like big emotions just overboiling. You know when little kids have a tantrum when they have to leave somewhere, like, oh, we have to leave the playground, and they're like, no, I don't want to. That's the energy that comes forward. That can be in yourself, where it's like, no, I don't want to. So just be aware of that. But that could be also what you're dealing with other people, where it's like, whoa, where are these big emotions coming from? Like, let's calm it down, dial it back. It moves us then. There we go. There's the queen bee. There's the queen bee that we saw before. And it moves us to the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords, the Queen Bee energy coming forward. Like, I have a hand in every pot. I've got this. Stepping back and letting yourself embrace your power, embrace your voice, embrace your fire, and embrace your voice. But also know that air feeds fire. So air sign energy, fire sign energy can be intense, to put it nicely. So just being aware of this. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you have air sign energy in your chart, if you have air sign energy in your life, this is going to come through very powerfully, but very much on a subconscious level. It's going to be the intensity. It's embracing your passion. It's cutting through doubts and fears. It's knowing your voice. It's knowing your mind. And it's letting your voice come forward. It's also knowing that you're very in tune with sacred feminine energy. If there needs to be healing around sacred feminine energy, doing the chant of sacred feminine, and then sacred masculine, and seeing how that makes you feel. Like, does one buoy you up, like build you up? And does one make you feel small and insignificant, and why? I offer meditations, so we can dive deeper into that if you want to, but it's that acknowledgement. You can also find the healing, cleansing energies here on YouTube. It moves us then to fears. With this moon brings forward our fears. And the answers you need are coming. The answers to your fears are coming. But it starts with the acknowledgement of the fear, the acknowledgement of the chaos, the intensity, and a balancing and harmonizing of self. And that is absolutely beautiful. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty that is you and this full moon. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed full moon. Bye.